this filmmaker is scrubbing history of meaning. Mark Tansey, Robbe-Grillet, Cleansing Every Object, 1981, 72 by 72 inches. So Mark Tansey's a thinker. He's sort of a conceptual painter. He comes up with an idea, and then he presents that idea in a unique way, and he uses monochromatic color, which means, one basic hue. So he'll make a painting that's a basic blue color, or a basic red color, or in this case, a basic brown sienna color. And then he'll create lights and darks of that one color. And he is so interested in philosophy and modernism and postmodernism and the differences and similarities between them, and sort of the way critics talk and thought and wrote about those subjects. So this man here, who you see scrubbing a rock, is actually a French filmmaker and was part of this postmodern idea that, he was of the belief, this postmodern idea, that there is no such thing as symbolism, right? That things just are what they are. And you can't really symbolize something greater. That's not actually an authentic thing to be able to achieve. It just is what it is. And when you notice, when we zoom in here, he's not just scrubbing rocks. He's scrubbing history. He's scrubbing history of meaning. So you might see a cow. To the right of him, you'll see a stone that's actually a cow. That's Courbet. That's a reference to Courbet's paintings and the meaning that Courbet was inserting into his paintings. And we also see down here, these other rocks below the cow are actually, of Greco-Roman architecture and the symbolism that was built into that. And then you might see down below, to the right, at a pure angle from his knee, if you follow his knee down, you'll see a cube, a pyramid, and a circle or a sphere, which goes directly to Cézanne and his concept of painting, and which was the birth of modernism, right? Cézanne's work, in some ways, is sort of the very birth of true modernism. So he's scrubbing the ideas of modernism away. And then if you look up to the far right on the edge there, you'll actually see, that's Stonehenge. And so the more you look, you start to know, and then there's the Sphinx, and there's other things. All of these stones, there's 3 bathers, which again refers to Cézanne. And then by connection, also Picasso. This filmmaker is scrubbing history of meaning, some of the philosophy of postmodernism of scrubbing past meanings. And so Tansey always makes these kind of visual puns, visual stories related to criticism and modernism and postmodernism. Very, very smart and interesting paintings that one really has to think about. They make conceptual sense, but they make absolutely no visual sense, because obviously a cow is not that size and Stonehenge is not that size, etc.